Nicer than your mum, thicker than your dad, and oranger than your sister, it's Folkcast. This week, watery-eyed specimen staring back at you is you. But who's behind the mirror? A younger you? We'll be discussing Hughes Grant and Magenta. I've got a shiny new key, and I see that you have a shiny new keyhole in the back of your head. I'm trying to insert the key, but it's all clogged up with pink gum. Bang! You're dead, only joking. It's not a real gum, it's a wine gum. My guest this week appears to be a weak, watery-eyed specimen, but take a closer look at his soup-stained fisherman's cap. There's a secret flap which opens to reveal a picture of a fisherman's cap. Today's episode is sponsored by Carl in Bridgewater. He's kindly given me a sizable chunk of cryptocurrency to help fund my lavish lifestyle. All he asks is that I give him a mention and tell you all that he's a good bloke. Thanks, Carl. You're a good bloke. This podcast writes itself. I have little to do with it. If you're offended by anything I say in the next 9 minutes, you can send a letter to my subconscious mind at the old abandoned mine, Lombrest Prefenshire, Emsmum, 7AA, 610, H Amphersan, Cornplex, and Cesp Meads. Just don't expect anything to happen as a result. So what am I saying next? Well, that's up to you. But who are you? And how can you influence my mind? I don't mind, but do you find that if you visualise a fat, wet, grey-haired man wandering around the pool, then you can also visualise a fat, wet, grey-haired man wandering around your kitchen? It's your husband, Peter Kitchen Holmes, back from his job at the Floating Lion Brewery. He's trying to fix himself a snack, but his fingers are stuck together with parcel tape, so there's pecan butter everywhere. Now, I'm not very original, let's face it, with my orange Perspex hairpiece, 3-lensed glasses, and walrus nut t-shirt. I look like any other ageing hipster. Everything I say has been said before, and my catchphrase, "Am what, hey guys, hey what?" is a direct Andrew Barbnett rip-off. All my thoughts have been thought before, and thought better. Right now I'm thinking of a mauve hexagon trudging through deep snow. Rondry Gargnet had the same thought last year, but he also imagined an ice cream cone floating above the hexagon, which makes it a lot better. But what I lack in originality, I make up for in total bollocks. For example, peow, peow, ding dong, hello? What? What? Yef? 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 Sue Shoefoot is an influencer, and her latest look, mouth slightly open and one eyebrow raised, has recently gone viral on the internet. At only 3 inches high, she may not be the tallest, but she's certainly the smallest guest we've ever had. She's here today in the shirt pocket of one of her husbands, a big doughy chap with a 1,000-yard stare. Sue, welcome to Fugcast.
Hello, Jimmy. Nice to meet you.
Oh, you're Scottish. I wasn't expecting that.
No, I'm not Scottish. I just like the accent. I'm from Glebis originally.
Is that a place?
Well, yes, but it's fictional.
Meaning?
Yes, exactly. Although not exactly.
Oh, right. I was wondering how long it would take before the conversation degenerated.
Yes, I'm degenerating now. Look at my sad wee face.
So, Sue, has your husband got a name?
This particular husband is a new one. Its name is Omrod Boyderoy or something like that. But look, I'm not here to talk about my husbands. I'm here promoting my new surprise look. Here, check this out.
Wow. Yes, that's fabulous. You look like... What?
Exactly that, Martin. It'll catch on, you wait. Soon everybody's going to be like, what?
Maybe a podcast isn't the best place to promote it, though, eh?
Oh, I completely disagree, but I won't elaborate on why I disagree. I just disagree because I'm quite disagreeable.
Well, so am I, and I also disagree.
So we're agreed?
What?
Oh yes, that's it, you've got it. Like, what? I should just mention that my new expression is sponsored by Paxton's Tomato Feed, which is really great stuff. Do you grow your own, Tomos?
Yes, I do, actually. At the moment, I'm growing 2 varieties. Tomo's Old Scott and Robbler's.
Well, may I recommend you use Paxton's Tomato Feed for the biggest, reddest tomros you ever growed?
Well, thanks, but I put diluted child's piss on mine mixed with the ash from my clay pipe, and some of my tomvros are as big as your head and as red as your face, which actually means they're all tiny and green. Or maybe they're peas. Do tomatoes grow in pods?
Yes, they do. Peas grow in clumps under the sand. I know that because my grandparents used to have a pea farm in Loth Toxenborough. They supplied all the main pea shops in the area.
Interesting. I should just mention that this sentence is sponsored by Scurbula HB pencils. Scurbula pencils are as good as any other pencils out there and are perfect for scribble, sketch or writer shopping lists. You can get 17% off a pack of 3 HB pencils right now when you visit hideouschodes.chode and use the code CHODE. Anyway, what were we talking about?
My latest look? Actually, while you were talking, I just came up with another one. Check the suit.
Nice, lovely. Still surprised, but more bitchy. How's this? Is this it?
No, you look like you're taking an SH1P, 1P, 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 P, 1P, 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 P.
You can't visit the Goblin Chief dressed like that. Why, what's wrong with my outfit? Loud blue shirt, loud blue shorts, bee earrings, cravat and goblin skin boots. Oh, I see what you mean. Goblins are afraid of bees. How thoughtless of me. Well, I'll wear the prawn earrings instead. Welcome to the problematic section of the Proscran. Brought to you this week by Enod Plumstone in Kent. If you live in Kent and are looking for a new friend or acquaintance, you could do a lot worse than Enod Plumstone. He has the odd mood swing, true, but most of the time he's pretty good company. One word of warning, however, don't get him onto the subject of bathroom tiles unless you want to be pinned to the wall by a torrent of mind-numbingly detailed information. Other conversational topics to avoid are taps, laminate windows and sandpaper. The problematic section is a brand new space for you to explore the offensive, the outdated, and the politically incorrect thoughts that swirl around your tiny spherical head. Imagine now that you're sitting on the couch, in the lounge, watching repeats of Old Dads Go Barmy. Taking a sip of your cup of whatchamacallit, you realise it's stone cold. Ethel! You bellow, shaking your head and dinging your hat bell.
Yes, what is it, you old prick?
My cup of whatchamacallit, stone cold woman. Give me another one now.
Make it yourself, you miserable old bastard.
I don't know how, do I, woman? And my fireman's leg's playing up, innit?
All right, you old cunt. I'll make you one, but I can't promise it won't have rat poison in it.
Ethel wheels herself into the kitchen, and you change channels on your television set. Phew, it's that bit of crumpet what reads the news, you know, the brown one. I wouldn't mind giving her one.
You dirty old fucker. I'm putting extra rat poison in now.
I don't mind, do I? Tip the old bottle in.
I will. Right, here you go.
Not that mug. How many times? I has it in my oak organ cup, you know that, you greasy old bag.
Imagine a man of your age into that CGI wrestling nonsense.
It's not CGI, it's real. More real than you are. You look like a character from Ice Age or some other early CGI crap. Who does your voice, by the way? Steve McFadden?
No, it's the guy who played Albert Steptoe. Well, it's an AI replica. Why, who does your voice then?
That brown guy with a hat, you know, Yogi O'Hara. He was in that episode of All Your Friends' Friends, the one where Dean gets stuck down the back of the radiator.
Oh, yeah. They have to call that brown fella to get him out. What's his name?
Ah, fuck. Yogi Martin?
Yeah, that's him. He was in that episode of Onions in the Attic with that orange guy. You know, the one with the wooden hairpiece. What's his name? David Douglinson?
No, Douglin Daviston. He played the mayor of Peachtown in Peach Manager 3. He wasn't very good as I remember, but he did do a very good Boston accent. Do you remember that scene where he's like, hey, get in the car? Could do with a lick of paint, if you ask me. I'm at the barber's, and after hacking away all the matted hair from the back of my head, Zeke has discovered a tiny wooden door. What's inside anyway? Where does it go? Not sure, I've never opened it. It says keep out, and I always obey signs. Oh, so it does. Check this out, though. And Zeke rolls up his trouser leg. Oh yes, lovely marbling. I'll have half a pound of that, please. No. Oh, hang on. He presses his nose, and it clicks like a switch. 2 words appear on his thigh in neon. £7. Oh, right, yes, of course. Do you accept Bitcoin? My friend Greeth has just got back from a 2-week holiday in Swansea, and I can't wait to hear all about it. Oh look, here he comes now. Greeth, over here. Hi now, Greeth. Hello, stranger. He purrs in his best Roger Moore and parks his cuboid buttocks next to me on the banquette. Crisp, sir? Says a whey-faced young waiter. Yes, it is rather. Classic Greeth. Sorry about my friend, he's a bit crazy. Yes, he'll have a crisp, and I'll have one too, please. 1, 2, 1, 2, testing, 1, 2, is this thing on? Would sir prefer prawn cocktail or ready salted? Do you have a crisp that's 1/3 cheese and onion, 1/3 salt and vinegar, and 1/3 lavender and lamb? No, but we do have one that is half cucumber and dill and half menthol and aubergine. Forget it, I'll have a peanut instead. Indeed, would sir like the Waterfords or the Hambrigdrons? Either one will do, I'm no fusspot. And Greeth gives me an ironic double wink, or blink. So how was Swansea, you old son of a gun? And I punch him hard in the thigh. I can't wait. I love hearing about people's holidays, as well as their dreams and the hilarious things their kids say. Well, that's Paul for Wisvik. Remember to resign from your tedious job, do take care, and as always, what?